Hey everyone, and welcome. Today I have this amazing story for you. It's an ancient tale, all about a secret to happiness that's kind of hidden all around us. It's called The 24 Teachers. Okay, let's jump right in. Really think about it for a second. Is it getting the newest video game? Or maybe being the absolute best at something? Well, our story kicks off with this really powerful king who had pretty much everything you could imagine, but he still didn't have the answer to that question.
So this is what a great king named Yadu said. He was out walking around his kingdom one day when he saw a man who was just completely, totally happy. And the king was blown away because this man had basically nothing, but it seemed like he had everything. He was so cool and calm, while the king felt, the heat from all of his own worries.
Isn't that amazing? You've got the king with all his money and power, and he's just filled with stress. And then there's this wanderer. No home, no stuff, but he's full of this special kind of joy, a joy that just looked like freedom. The king knew, right then and there, he had to figure this out. So the king, this very powerful man, he asks the one question we all really want to know. How are you so happy? Where does all that joy in your heart come from? And he was probably expecting some big, complicated secret, But the wanderer's answer was a complete surprise. He said he didn't have just one secret. His wisdom came from listening to the world all around him. He said he had 24 teachers. Wow! Can you even imagine having that many teachers? And check out who his teachers were. The earth, a tiny little honeybee, even a child. The wanderer realized that real wisdom wasn't just hiding in books or classrooms. No, it was everywhere, in everything, just waiting for us to notice. Let's take a look at a couple of his most important lessons. So, his first lesson came from something we stand on every single day, the earth. And the lesson was all about learning how to be steady and strong, right inside our own hearts. Just think about the earth for a second. People build on it, they walk all over it, sometimes they even hurt it. But does the earth get all angry and just stop spinning? No way. It stays steady, it's patient, and it's strong. It just keeps on doing its thing, no matter what. And that's the lesson for our hearts, right? When someone is mean or things just don't go our way, we can be like the earth. We can choose to be steady inside, to stay on our own path of being kind, and not let all the stuff on the outside shake us up. That's where real peace comes from. Okay, you ready for the next teacher? This one is tiny, but man, it has a huge lesson for us. The honeybee. It teaches us how to be gentle and super wise. The honeybee is just so smart. It flies from one flower to the next, taking just a tiny bit of sweet nectar from each one. It doesn't get greedy and try to suck one flower dry. No, it takes just what it needs. And by doing that, it actually helps the flowers grow. It enjoys all the sweetness in the world without getting stuck or hurting anything. See, the bee is an awesome teacher of freedom. It loves the flowers, sure, but it doesn't try to own them. It just takes a little sweetness and then flies on, totally happy and free. But then, look at the pigeon. The wanderer also learned from a pigeon family, but this lesson was a sad one. A father pigeon loved his family so much that he just couldn't let them go. He was too attached. So when a hunter caught his kids in a net, the mother pigeon flew right in after them. And then the father, seeing his whole family trapped and his heart totally broken, he flew into the net too. That deep love, because it was a clinging, I need this kind of love, actually became a trap. And for our last lesson today, we come to a teacher you probably know really, really well. A child. The wanderer learned from watching kids play how to be truly joyful and free.
Have you ever just watched a little kid play? They are so in the moment. They'll build a big tower of blocks, and if it falls over, they just laugh and start building something new. They're not sitting there worrying, oh no, am I doing this right? What is everyone going to think? They're just full of pure, simple joy.
And that's the real lesson for our hearts. A child teaches us to find happiness right now, in this moment, to play, to create, to just be ourselves without that little voice in our head that worries all the time. It's about letting our hearts be free and finding joy in just being. So, you see, the wanderer's big secret, it wasn't some kind of magic spell. His secret was that he learned how to open his eyes and his heart to the world around him. And the absolute best part is, this secret can be your secret too. You don't have to be a wise wanderer in a forest to get it.
It's actually really simple. First, just look closely at something. It could be your dog or cat, a tree outside your window, maybe even the rain falling. Second, watch it with a curious heart, like you're seeing it for the very first time. And finally, just ask a little question inside yourself. What can this teach my heart?
The world is just full of lessons about being patient and gentle and joyful. You just have to look and listen. So my question for you is, what will be your first teacher today? What bit of wisdom is waiting for you, maybe right outside your door?